Well, I think many of us knew this was coming, but there is yet another attack on the LGBTQ plus community that the current presidential administration is putting into reality. And I just wanted to share it with everyone just to keep everyone up to date on things. But according to the Trevor Project, they have received notice yesterday that the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration um, is initiating the closure of the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifelines LGBTQ plus youth specialized services program within 30 days, effective July 17th, 2025. This was speculated a few months ago, but now it has been confirmed that this is in fact going to happen. And the I mean, it looks like the CEO of Trevor Project responded with saying, we received official notice that the Trump administration has ordered the closure of this lifeline of specialized services. This means that in 30 short days, this program that has provided life-saving services to more than 3.1 million LGBTQ plus young people will no longer be available to those who need it. And obviously, this is very devastating news. Um, I myself have used this prevention lifeline years ago, and I literally would not be here without it. I had a very vulnerable moment a long time ago with my mental health, and I really didn't have anyone to talk to, or at least I didn't have anybody I wanted to put the responsibility of having to listen to me talk about it. So I called the Lifeline, and they were so helpful for me and helped connect me with some resources and things like that. This is a very important resource for the LGBTQ plus community, considering that statistic that was just shared. And I can't help but wonder, like, there was a group of people who got together in conjunction with this administration who was like, yeah, let's get rid of this. Like, yeah, that's a great idea to get rid of this, when they are full and well aware that it's going to impact an entire group of people, and already particularly vulnerable people. So, despite this unfortunate news, I want to share a few other resources with you for some alternative lifeline options that you can reach out to. Um, so, I would say the first one probably would be the Rainbow Youth Project. There is their number right there. It's no cost mental health services. I can also put this in a Google Doc. That way, everyone has access to the links and everything like that. But this is pretty easily searchable on the internet. This is some youth information for the National Runaway Safe Line and the True Colors United groups. This is the Trans Lifeline. The Trans Lifeline is especially important right now, all things considered. And of course, the direct contact information for the Trevor Project is right here. They have a great crisis line. So the Trevor Project, they are the group who contracted with the 988 Lifeline to provide those specialty services. So obviously that's going to cease. And then, of course, here are a few other ones. These are specifically the lifelines. Of course, there are other resources from PFLAG, Gilson, so on and so forth. But I really think it's important to have these as alternatives right now, especially considering, everything that's happening. There's also one for LGBTQ plus elders. There's a hotline specifically for that group of people as well. The National LGBTQ plus Help Center also has those too. So we are living in some pretty unsettling times. And I know it feels like all the news that we keep seeing is just one negative thing after another. And I just want you to know that we're in this together. We like, and this is something the LGBTQ plus community a long time. We help keep each other going. We help keep each other surviving, empowering through. And if it means we have to generate lists like this, if it means we have to point each other to different tools and resources when we see other things being restricted, that's what we have to do. It's unfortunate that it happens, but it's happening right now, and we have to face that reality. So for allies, what you can do, I think allies, it's important, of course, educating yourselves on this, like I've been mentioning. Check out the playlist that I made about allyship and different things that you can do. I will have that linked here at the end of the video. But I really think it's important that we reach out to and communicate with our, state and federal politicians because they need to be made aware of this. And I think they already are aware of this, but we need to really drive the point home that this is unacceptable. This is not like this is clearly a targeted move to impact the LGBTQ plus community specifically. It's very much it's calculated. It's calculated. So, but let's hold on together, my friends. We're gonna get through this. I know it feels very dismal, but um, we have to keep surviving for the future generation that we need to make the world a better place for future generations. And I think that starts with us supporting one another and allies. Again, that's just another example of why we need you right now. Thank you. Click like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you so much for listening and supporting my work. Bye.